back, everybody. Well, we are experiencing what they say are calling false fall. It has gone from the upper 80s Fahrenheit to right at 59 degrees Fahrenheit for the next day or so. And it's a really pretty day, very pretty. Of course, the heat's coming back, so I guess we best not get too cocky and everything. Anyway, today we'll do some garden stuff, and we're going to put together another one of those raised bed planters from wood that's been laying in a pile over here for a decade or two, maybe some even 3. And we're gonna get it to use and everything like that, because the older I get, the harder it is to get down to the ground. So we're gonna start putting stuff up higher. And so anyway, we're gonna make these boards roughly 3 foot by 3 foot. And it's gonna be a 3 foot square, and then we'll build out the bottom. Got our first couple of sides here done, and looks like it's gonna be pretty sturdy. Wood is slightly damp from that big storm we had the other day, so we'll let it dry up just a minute. Let this breeze get to it, and it is kind of breezy out here today. All right, we got that first square set up here, and go over here and cut some more wood down to size and everything. Usually takes about when it's this warm, I don't know, about 3 or 4 days, and it'll turn this leafy matter and all that kind of stuff into just a kind of a black gold, so to speak. Now when it gets colder, it takes a little bit longer, obviously, but this thing works great, man. It's probably, I don't know, 15 years old, maybe 20, but it's held together quite well. Pretty good for a little composter. The wood is about dried here. We'll go source out a few more pieces to go around the square one more time, and then we'll build the bottom. Okay, we've been working on the fruit trees here. The apricot tree has gotten its little haircut here. Kind of brought it down a little bit to a manageable size. I don't want to think any higher than say about 7 foot. After that, it really becomes hard to, deal with bugs and pests and stuff like that. And next year, might try our hand at putting some bird netting up around here. And I try to open up the center, where the light and air gets to it. I think probably need to trim up a couple more right in there. Yeah, I'd say this is looking pretty good. The old apricot tree should produce next year. Alright, let's move on to this here peach tree, and we'll get up there and do a little trimming, not too much. I believe the Concord grapes are just about through for the year. Can't complain. Got a good bit. Birds got a good bit. Pear tree here should produce, I don't know, maybe next year, maybe. Yeah. We gotta pick some figs the other day. There's still a few in there growing. I'm really thinking next year is gonna be the year for this fig tree is really gonna pop. And we definitely need to thin out this peach tree because he's kind of choking out the cherry tree a little bit. Doing a lot of the work over here is like 2 peach trees right here in a row. Definitely want to make sure we get plenty of sunlight in here. But I got to tell you this is a pretty neat place to sit during a warm, hot day. We'll get that other raised bed put together, and it'll go over here next to this one. We're probably a week or so away from planting some kale and stuff like that. I believe this apple tree will probably produce next year. It needs a little trimming, but I don't think I'll do a lot. Let them fill out, maybe narrow it up a little bit so the limbs don't go out that way. Looks like everything except for that very front plum tree is down at a pretty good height. These limbs from this tree right here sound like a hawk out there in the distance. These things right here, I'm gonna have to get up there and trim these down, and that way we get more sunlight up in this part of the yard. Always something to do, but that's okay. We'll get out the big extension pole for the little saw thing and take care of that. A lot of trees here. Now you know where I can get all this wood at for spoon making and stuff. But the seasons are definitely changing. We're not totally done with the hot weather yet, but pretty soon we'll be crossing into fall. What, about 4 weeks, something like that. Here in the U.S., Labor Day is about 9 days away. That's when most of the public school systems go in. Of course, some of them are already in, but most of them start right around Labor Day. Yeah, it sounds like a hawk, maybe. Can't see him, but anyway, there's all the trimmings from the haircuts from the fruit trees. All right, let's get busy again on our raised bed planter project here and get this one finished up, and there's more than enough wood to do 1 or 2 more, I think. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and those of you that are into gardening and stuff like that, I'd love to see what you got going on and how you're doing what you do and stuff. All right, take care.